Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Carson Cloud. So in this video, I'm going to deploy March 2020 patches in my environment. So now let's get started. The very first step you need to do is you want to sync your software update point. So what you have to do is go into software library and then go to software updates, all software updates, and then right click, go to synchronize software updates and click yes. You want to go into monitoring. You want to make sure it's being synced. As you can see, the last time it was synced of March 12th. That should be able to get all the patches that were released patch Tuesday, which were March the 10th. So just in case I want to resync it, make sure any Microsoft releases patches, it will shows up in my configuration manager. So now let's refresh. So as you can see, it's syncing. This will take a few minutes, maybe 10 to 20 minutes. For now, I'm going to pause the video and welcome back. All right, look like the sync has completed. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to create software update groups. Let's go to software library, go to all software updates. There are too many results, so I'm going to click OK. I'm going to view by required. As you can see, I have 5 systems in the environment, which is required this patch. So what I have to do is I'm going to select everything, all the patches that are required in my environment. So click the very top and scroll down to require by one. So as you can see, all these patches are selected. And then I'm going to right click and create software update groups. I'm going to call this 2019 March. Description, I don't have to put anything in here. Click on create. And that should create the software update groups. Now let's go to software update groups here. As you can see, March 2019 has been created. Let's go to click on shows members. Here's all the patches. There are 41 items. Let's go back to software update groups. You want to right click. So this is the next step. The next step you want to do is you want to download. So right click and then go to download. I'm going to create a new package called 2019 March. The package source, I'm going to put it in, let's put it in here. You need to create a network path for this. I'm going to put it under updates folder. I'm going to create a folder, another folder called 2019. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. It should be 2020 March. Let's let's go back and change the name. Let's cancel this out. I'm going to change this to 2020 March. Click OK. Right click to download. Let's create a new package. 2020 March. And the path, copy and paste the path here. Click next. You need to choose at least one DP. I have only one, so I'm selecting this one. Click next. Distribution priority, it's medium. You can choose. I don't think it's going to make any difference, high or low. Don't select enable for on-demand distributions. You want to make sure you choose manual copy. So this is when you want to copy the contents to the DP if you have more than one DP. Click next. Make sure it's downloading the software update from the internet. If you have a separate WSUS servers or a path in your environment, you can choose download software updates from local or my network. Click next, next again, and next. So the download process will take a few minutes. For now, I'm going to pause the video again and we'll come back. So we're at 24% completed. So while it's downloading, I'm going to show you that I created collections mainly for patching. So I created a folder called patch deployment, and under patch deployment, I have three collections. So the very first one that I'm going to target is the pilot IT departments. These will install the patches for all the ITs people. So that way they can verify, make sure there's nothing wrong with the newly releases patches. Once everything is okay, you confirm, and then you want to target the pilot super users. And once everything is okay, they say it doesn't break anything, and then you can deploy to the enterprise. So that's what I want to show you. Let's go back to software library here and let's take a look at this. So it's still downloading at 43%. All right, look like it has been downloaded. As you can see, it's all green, no errors. I'm going to click close. Let's open up the software update groups again, show members. And as you can see here, if you look at the download columns, the patches have been downloaded. So it has to show download equals to yes before you can deploy. And if you look at this deploy columns, deploy is no, that means the patches have not been deployed yet. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to deploy these patches. Let's go back to software update groups. Right click on March, 2020 March, and then go to deploy. I'm going to call this March 2020 March. The collection is going to I'm going to choose the IT departments. Just copy that and paste it here. You can call it anything you want for the deployment name. The descriptions, you can add any information you want. I'm going to click next. It's going to be a require. If your environment support Wake on LAN, you want to make sure you check this. This will turn on the computer that are offline. Detail levels, only success and error messages. Click next. Schedule, you want to make sure you choose client local time. The other option is UTC. You can set software available time as soon as possible. As soon as possible mean it's going to start downloading the content immediately. Or if you want to the content to be downloaded after hours, you can configure the after hours here. I'm going to download as soon as possible. Install deadline. If you want to deploy in the, like I said, in the after hours, you want to make sure you specify the time, or otherwise it's going to install immediately. Delay enforcement of the deployment according to user preference up to the grace period defined by client settings. User have an options to um, defer the times. I'm going, I'm not going to choose these options. Click next. User notifications. You want to show all notification, or you just want to show just when it's need to reboot only. I'm going to show all notifications. Or the other option is hide all notifications. Deadline behavior. If you have maintenance windows, you want to ignore maintenance windows, you can do that by choosing these options. I'm not going to ignore maintenance windows. So say if you have critical devices that you configure maintenance windows. Deadline behavior, you can suppress the reboot, or you can um, not suppress the reboot. If you don't check the box, that means if the patch is required reboot, it will automatically reboot. I'm going to suppress the reboot on servers. Windows right filter handling for embedded device. If you deploy any thin client computers, you want to make sure you choose these options. Software update deployment reevaluate. I recommend that you choose these options. It's going to reevaluate what patches needs to be installed before after the restart. If as you can see, if any updates, this deployment require a system restart, run the updates deployment evaluate cycle after the restart. So it will reevaluate after the restart. Click next. Alerts. I usually don't check anything here, just default, or you can specify the alert by checking these boxes. Click next. Download settings. You want to make sure you choose download software update from distribution point and install. If you support main computer that do not have its own main distribution point, you want to make sure you check these boxes. This will it's going to support like the computers that are on VPN. Click next and next again. All right, it's finished. I'm going to close. I can monitor the deployment by going to monitoring and under deployments. I'm going to type in 2020. Here it is. There's nothing here yet. It usually will take a while before you can see the monitor the deployment status. So now let's go look at one of my test machines. It's probably going to take a few minutes. Let's open it up. Let's go back here. I forgot what is the computers that are in my IT departments. Let's look at that one. So it is Windows 10-001. Let's take a look. All right. Let's go into Software Center. I'm going to force the policy. That way, it's going to receive, the computer's going to check in with the management point for any new deployment. You want to go into, again, you go to Actions and then Machine Policy Retrieval. So this will take a while before you can see all the patches available. So it's going to take a while. As you can see here, if you look at the contents, it's already downloaded the contents. It's created the folder. It's still downloading. So you get the idea. This is it. Thank you for watching. And if you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and have a great day.